Hello, beautiful, blessed people. This is not my head. This is my hair. Just finished conditioning it, and it's the bumps are my hair. It's actually grown quite a bit, so I'm so thankful for that. So this is the video I promised. You know, I just realized that God's been showing me. I made a lot of promises about videos I was gonna make. Okay, so I'm gonna be organized, and I'm gonna keep the promises that I made about the videos that I was gonna make. So this particular video is in relations to what I carry. Like I've been called to live by faith. Okay, and every believer is called to live by faith, to trust the Lord. I mean, literally, we're meant to trust in Him. Is related to the end-time message that I shared, and God calling me to be a minimalist, to have as little as possible. And where I'm at right now, we're just getting over winter, so there was periods of snow still, but it didn't rest on the ground, and so I had to dress warm with layers. Let me just say that there's certain things, hygienically speaking, that we need to do every day. I believe that we need to brush our teeth every day, or take care of our oral hygiene, wash our face twice a day, especially if you're doing what I'm doing. I'm out in the elements all the time. There's chemtrails everywhere, there's dirt, there's exhaust from vehicles, so I have to wash my face twice a day. And I keep my hair covered, and I try and keep it as moist as possible in relations to oil and water. But the nature of how I'm living is my hair is natural, it's not dreaded. But it's all these tutorials about how to take care of your hair and what to do and the conditioning of your hair. But I'm not in a position where I can do that all the time. I don't want to strip my hair of the natural oils or the oils that I've applied, so I don't do my hair as often as the natural hair gurus might do. First, to toiletries, what I have with me is oil. This oil is jojoba oil mixed with almond oil, vitamin E, and I would love to add actually some vitamin C to this, but I use this on my face and I use this on my scalp when I find my scalp feels a little bit dry. So I add this to my scalp, and sometimes if I feel that my body just doesn't need anything too heavy, or I've already moisturized my body, I'll add a little bit of this to my arms or whatever. But this is predominantly for my face and for my hair. Soap that I use to wash with, soap, and deodorant. Okay, it's a natural deodorant. And the way that I'm eating, I don't know, I might be able to get away without deodorant, but I'd rather not do that. So I do have deodorant, and I have toothpaste and my toothbrush. Toiletry wise, that's what I have. Moisture and cleanliness. I also carry with me rags, like, you know, those microfiber rags that you can actually wring a lot of water out. So I soap myself up, I rinse myself off, or wash the soaps off. If it's not every day that I'm able to shower, or I used to call it tidy, I'll wipe up. I'll just use a soapy, clean rag and wipe. Particularly daily, I need, or maybe even twice a day, I do my neck, my ears, my underarms, and my private areas. And that too has helped to keep my skin moist, because in the winter it's very, very dry. What else? In relations to things for eating, I have with me a knife to cut fruit. I have a fork, which I really didn't need, so I've actually been carrying a plastic fork, because if I'm eating vegan, like, really, what do I need to dip a fork into? Unless I'm grilling, and I haven't grilled this winter, which I could have done, but I just felt like just the smell and the clothes, it's just a lot. I'd have to really feel like I'm about to do laundry before I embark on grilling anything, starting a fire. So I carry a knife to cut fruit and vegetables. I have a plastic fork for just in case I have some soup or whatever. I carry, in regards to, like, I have elastic bands just in case I want to put my hair up. I have the bar soap that I have. I have used it on my hair, the edges. Why? Because sometimes with all the walking that I'm doing, I do get sweaty. And even when I used to work out years ago, when things were more stable, I found that when my hair gets sweaty and stuff and comes down, it actually irritates my face. Until I figure out what's happening with my body pH and my skin, my face, specifically with my face, and any breakouts I might have, I have to keep my scalp clean. I'm gonna just eliminate any opportunities for my skin to break out. So I use the same soap that I have for my hair, for my face, and whatever else. It's just the one soap. Like in regards to cleaning, try and find something that you can use for a multiple amount of things. So like a natural soap that you can use on your face, it's mild, your hair, your body. In relations to clothes, I have like things I can layer. Tank tops are great. I have 2 sweaters, so I have them, basically all of them on under my coat all the time, just because when it gets warm I can take the layers off. My coat isn't the heaviest coat, which is great because when it's warmer I don't have this heavy coat that I have to lug around with me. I have 3 bottoms, which I layer, so leggings and a pair of pants. Now I was wearing skirts because I believe that we're meant to dress according to our gender, but based on how I've been having to live, I can't see myself. It was silly, to be honest, to be wearing a skirt and trekking through snow and climbing up stuff and climbing over things. It was just a silly thing, and I think that because women have had to step up in these end time times, I don't know where the men are, but us, like I've noticed a lot of women have been called to live this way. And so if I'm a woman and I'm required to do this kind of thing, to think that a skirt skirt doesn't make sense. I am a female, I do wear skirts, but for what I've had to do lately, I've had to, being cold, I wore pants. They were female pants, and I can't imagine a man fitting into the pants that made to fit me. So this is how I see it. And when things are settled and things are together, I will definitely still wear skirts and dresses. I think that's feminine, but I'm not. It's ridiculous to think that in everything that we do, we're going to be wearing skirts and dresses. It's just not possible. I think God's a little bit more gracious than that, and he sees our circumstance. In relation to footwear, because of the transition of the weather, I was wearing boots. The boots weren't keeping my feet warm, and instead of buying another pair of boots at this time of the season, it's almost just about spring, almost Easter, I decided to, I have other shoes that I switched over to. These ones are leather, so the weather kind of hits off of it, and I can wear socks for layers in relations to warmth, and it's been working great for me. I also have a pair of flip-flops, kind of like a summer pair, so if it really got warm, I could wear my flip-flops with socks and my pants. And I have a pair of flats I just got. They're also leather, and they are more for if I'm wearing a skirt. Okay, for later on. They're very light, so it's like having them is like, no, I don't even have them. So minimal clothing. I do not change my clothes every day in relation to everything. I change my tank top, the clothes that touch my body every day. So I have enough underwear and enough tank tops to do that, and then I find an opportunity to do laundry. So that's basically how I've been living minimally. My hair is always covered. I try my best to be conscious of how much I sweat when I have my head covers on, because then I don't want to have a breakout here. So if I find it sweaty, I switch to I have 3 that I rotate. I do have a little perfume that I have, but God's been showing me natural. I have a vanilla body oil, and I also will replenish the other ones I had. I had grapefruit and lemon, I think, and lavender. Those scents, you mix them together with a carrier oil and just put them on, and it's natural, so it won't hurt your body. And they smell good. Okay, so that's basically how I've been living minimally. In regards to food, I try not to carry things with me. Because God also said in His Word that He would supply our needs. Don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow has enough worries of its own. But I do find sometimes if I go to like a market and I find fruits or vegetables that are a good price, like I bought 3 mangoes. Mangoes are heavy, but I see that as me building my endurance anyway if I'm carrying 3 mangoes. I was eating a lot of granola, but I found that it was sweet, and that might be why I was breaking it. I broke out a little bit. I don't know. So I'm removing that, and since I have been drinking a lot more water, and so basically in regards to food, I eat per day. So I know what I can eat. I keep that on the forefront of my mind. I always check to see what's on sale, and I eat according to what's on sale and what's available for me to eat in my one meal. I am eating one meal a day, and so I'm pretty much fasting until, like, I haven't eaten yet, and right now it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's giving my body an opportunity to repair from any kind of like damage. And I'm out, like I said, I'm out in the community quite a bit. So chemtrails and exhaust from vehicles, and the water that I'm drinking is not always distilled. I'm still trying to figure that out, because the bottled water that people are offering for us to buy is usually spring water or some kind of like brand that they've done something to it, and really distilled water is what we need. It's the water, the same water that when our body filters out and detoxifies, that's the same. It's just pure H2O. Anything beyond H2O is not like what water you want to be drinking. And I know that I'm saying this, and the availability of pure water isn't readily available to everyone. In relations to sleeping, blanket and like a yoga mat is what I have with me. In relations to the videos I've been doing, I use my phone, and I have a charger, and I have my earphones for editing, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. We need to consider that God knows our needs. Now, someone else had mentioned something about, I'm very religious about, God said not to worry, and He'll provide all our needs according to His riches and glory. Now, God is telling people that He's giving a voice to prepare. So if God is saying that, that means your need right now is to prepare. He said He'll provide your needs, which means that if God is telling you to prepare, maybe He'll send you somewhere where the rice is cheap right now, so you can get a few, so you can actually help someone else who needs it. But to think that God's just going to drop food out of the sky when He's been telling us that He needs you to prepare is the silliest thing I've ever heard. There's enough people who have been hearing the voice of God and been getting messages and visions from the Lord that you should know, if He's saying right now, like, I started buying canned goods like, I don't know, maybe 7-8 years ago, because I knew this was happening. I didn't realize that there'd be a preparation process and time frame. He's telling us now. My collecting canned goods then was because I could see what was going to be coming. Now He's saying prepare. So if you're going to sit there and when things hit the fan and you're going to say, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? To me, I can't imagine why it would hurt to buy rice or to buy a few cans of apple juice or something. And if you're by yourself and you want to test God, go for it. When it happens, like, at least I know God is gracious, He'll carry you through, but like, if He's saying to prepare, please prepare. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful to you, and I hope you're doing great. I don't know. God does love you. I love you too. This is some very exciting times for us right now, and yeah, if you haven't been prepared by God for the times that are coming, just know it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to go through a preparation process. I mentioned this before, and I'm very serious. There's no way you're just going to saunter or pat a beret into the kingdom of God. For God, it's like He prepares you. Okay, He's always talking. He says in His word, He's not going to you should not give pearls to swine. So if we're not the bride without spot or wrinkle, He can't use us for what He needs to use us for. So be thankful if you're going through something. If you're not prepared, you are going to go through something. All right, so be blessed. Until next time, take care.